0-0, obviously not the win you would have wanted, but you must have been delighted with that, especially defensively.
Yeah, that was more like it, wasn't it? Not just defensively, in terms of defenders, right across the pitch. Lads have come off there exhausted, which should have been last week. It should be every game they come off exhausted. And like I said, you know how disappointed I was with the first half last week, and that was a complete opposite. We're against a fantastic team. We've got to be at 100% to stay in the game, and I just think you've seen two teams there who were going at it, not in terms of a good game in terms of chances, a good game in terms of you can see two teams just going blow for blow and trying to get the breakthrough. So I think you come away from some 0-0 games like Farsley Celtic, it was like a poor game of football, yeah. But that had a good intensity about it and it felt like a proper game.
Yeah, it's cat and mouse, wasn't it, at times? It was a good tactical battle to watch, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, we've had them watching. They've played two formations in terms of a three up front, if the scouts got it right, and a diamond. So we had two formations to go up against what they were going to play, and we knew that would kind of nullify them, but I'll be honest, it nullified us a little bit. So Paddy started brilliant in the first 15 minutes down the right hand side, but then they changed to a diamond and they got 10-15 minutes of real joy, so I had to take Paddy away from where he was getting joy just to nullify that. And we can't, at times you can't stop everything, and if we're looking in terms of chances, I don't think Joe's made a save.
One comfortable save from Gillies, didn't he?
Sorry, yeah, the one save, we didn't create as many as we would have liked at the other end, and any winner today was just going to be sort of a moment in the game rather than someone getting on top of the other team tactically. And was it a penalty? I thought it was definitely a penalty, if I'm honest, but I'm not going to moan about it. There's 90 minutes to win a game of football, which we didn't do, but off the ball we were excellent today.
Yeah, was that the big thing? Certainly in the first half, was it a case of just try and stay in the game, nullify them, because then second half you did come out and push them back. At times they were struggling to get out their own half. Yeah,
we wanted to have a go at them in the first half, but they keep the ball very well and they move up the pitch and build through the thirds, and you can't always get close to them. So we sat off a little bit in the first half more than I would like, but again the lads kind of recognised that and it didn't really hurt us or break through us. Like I said, it nullified our attacking threat a little bit that first half, but the lads came out and we had them pinned in 15-20 minutes. Fair play to their bench because they changed it tactically, and I thought they got on top, and then we had to change it to sort of nullify it again, and there wasn't much in it, was the last 15, just apart from that penalty that we could have possibly had.
Yeah, as I say, that again, the discipline and going forward, and there was players who stood up today, you know, saying they stepped up a level, like Chinadu. Tom Morris we thought was fantastic considering where he's come from, the two centre halves, and everyone just pressed at the right times, didn't he, and then sat when he had to as well.
Yeah, tactically the lads got it spot on today in terms of when to press and when not to, so yeah, I was delighted with that. And yeah, people have sort of raised the games today compared to last week. We looked like little boys at times last week, and you go home afterwards and you always question everything, but then I seen it on Tuesday, it was like people stood up and said, yeah, let's get hold of this game. And then they've done exactly the same today against what is going to be the champions elect, you'd say, you know, because I can't see beyond them for the league. Let's be honest, they shouldn't really be in this league. They should have gone up last season with COVID, but we've gone toe-to-toe with them today, and we were at 100% there off the ball, and we've got to be like that every week.
And it's an exciting because it's at FC United on Tuesday, filed now in the FA Cup here, and it's just a fantastic 7 days, all home games as well. Yeah,
brilliant turnout today. Probably expect a full house in terms of the 600 here on Tuesday. Hopefully the tickets sell well. I'm not sure if we can have tickets yet, but hopefully next Saturday. Yeah, look forward to these three games, and the lads should be buzzing for the next game again on Tuesday. Very similar team to South Shields. Top team who taught us a lesson here last year, so I want to be able to learn them lessons from what they did to us on, what was it, around New Year's time, yeah. Wasn't it? I want to be able to learn them lessons, and I'm not sure how they've done today, but it's another challenge where we've got to be at 100%, give ourselves a foundation in the game, and then hopefully going forward just creating that little bit more, but we know why in the areas when we should be creating, and I'll show the lads them clips because we just didn't get our attacking play right in terms of that first pass out today.
Yeah, FC drew 0-0 with Scarborough, so you can tap into Daz later on.
I will do, yeah, I'll call him on the way home.
But a good selection headache for you because you've got Liam Tong back from suspension, John McComb's available as well if you need, and I think Lou Myers may well be in contention, so it's a good selection headache for you, especially after a result like today. Yeah,
them three players will come into the squad now, not in terms of the 16, just in terms of being available for selection, so players are now going to be left out the squad. We haven't had that yet, and players like, you see what Tongi's worth is to us on Tuesday, and I've been asked there previously, are you concerned about goals? I'm not concerned about goals because I've got Louis Myers, who I brought in to be that number 9 and scored 20 goals. I've got Liam Tongue, who got 13, 14 goals last season. Got Pratty, who will probably not play as that 9 going forward, or certainly in the next few weeks, where he can get 10, 15 goals from other areas. So we'll always work on giving ourselves that base behind us, and we haven't had the options we'd like. I'll be honest, in terms of the starting 11 I had in my head at the first day of pre-season, 6 of them weren't available last week. 5 of them weren't available today, so it shows the strength that we do have now within the squad, and there's good competition for places right the way across.
Any injuries? I saw Jack Dyche picked up a little knock, and obviously Joe went down as well. I mean, are they okay?
Yeah, Joe's fine. Dyche, I'll speak to Jake now. It's just with the quick turnover of games. I think it was just a knock, but with the quick turnover of games, I'll get the report and see how he is for Tuesday. But if players don't want to come out the team, they might find it hard to get back in, so all of a sudden them knocks become less serious, you know, because they want to be playing in the next game.
Chris?
Yeah, I mean, this will go around the league, won't it? That Hyde have drawn with South Shield, so other clubs will be keeping an eye out for you now. But you've set your benchmark against the benchmark in the league, and that must give the lads a lot of confidence.
It's got to be, yeah, it's got to be. And I'm going to turn last week's 45 against Gainsborough into a positive, but that is rock bottom for us in terms of I didn't see it coming, and I'd be surprised if any of the lads did. But speaking to 2 or 3 after the game, we just felt a little bit lethargic, which we can't be like that. We have got to be at 100%. So even today, you look, if just 2 or 3 players had dropped off today, we don't stay in the game. But everyone's give it their all, and if they give it their all against lesser opposition, which there is in this league compared to South Shields, you can steamroll teams at home, especially on this pitch. And then there's other games where you've got to give everything just to stay in it, and that was one of them today. So yeah, I'm delighted with the point and delighted with the performance, because sometimes drawing at home is not looked at as a positive, but today it definitely is.
Dave, cheers.